What's up guys, my name is Victoria Jane and welcome to this awkward part of my bathroom. Okay, so you're probably wondering why we're in my bathroom. Well, today we have a very special video for Friday. I'm going to be trying a drugstore concealer that I've never tried before, and I don't even know if I've tried I'm sure I've tried this brand before. Okay, so my mom and I were at the drugstore like last weekend, and I said to my mom, I was like, oh no, I need some concealer. We met halfway in a tiny little town, and I said, do you think that they have a Sephora here? And she was like, there's no way. So we did find a Target, and I picked up some concealer and I'm gonna try it. It's currently 1:27, and I'm gonna do kind of like an all-day wear test because I have to go into work at 10 p.m. So I'm going to update you all on how it goes for the rest of the day. I'm a little concerned for a lot of reasons. So really I'm gonna do my whole makeup as if I'm going to work, which I say whole makeup, but it's really not that much because I work at night, so I don't really care, to be honest with you. So sorry. What the actual test on today is Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio. I have the color or shade 10 Fair, and it is 12 milliliters or 0.4 fluid ounces. Okay, so let's go over my concerns with concealers. So the concealer I usually use is buried in here and is almost out. Is this NARS cream concealer in the shade Custard, which is a medium, which I shouldn't have used, but it's all they had at the time, and I was traveling or something and I just needed a tiny one. But I have been using it. It is evidently too dark for me. In case you can't tell by the awful lighting in this or any time ever that I'm in public, my skin tone is awful. My face gets really red or pinky. I use toner to try and avoid that, but sometimes, you know, my Scandinavian ancestors say, not today, you're still gonna be pale. Other concern is that by looking at the bottle of this, it's a little pinky toned, and I'm sure that that is just the packaging, but it just concerns me, okay? Because the last thing I want is my under eyes to be pink when the rest of my skin tone is pink, and I try to cancel that out. Shouldn't use concealer. Anyway, so it's like 1:30. We're gonna have this on for about 8 or 9 hours, and I'm gonna show you periodically what it looks like. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so foundation is on. This comes in like a little, I don't even know what to call that, honestly. I don't know makeup as much as I would like to believe. So usually I take like the little doe foot applicator and like dab it on, but with this tip you can't do that. So I'm just gonna put some on my hand and hope for the best. Okay, not gonna lie, it came out pretty pink, so here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, honestly, it doesn't look as pink on my face. Thicker, I guess is the right word, than I would have wanted it. It's like tacky. It's like thick. Like I could have covered my face in this, as in foundation. It doesn't do much for brightening or lightening, but like I said, my skin tone is like pretty difficult to work with when it comes to makeup, just because, oh my gosh, this is so thick, and like, I'm terrified this is gonna cake hardcore. I know it, I see it coming. It like looks fine on my skin right now. I'll show you in a second. Okay. Okay, so it's currently on my nose, under my eyes, a little bit up here and down here and right there. And I think it blended out nice, but I will say this, on my skin it feels kind of like heavy or thick almost. And like every time I move my face, I can like feel it. So I just feel like even though it looks blended in, I feel like it's not. It's one of those. So I'm gonna set it. So I'll show you all when my makeup's done what everything looks like. So my makeup is done. It's just really simple and easy for when I'm going to work. I have concerns. Let's say that. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in so that hopefully it comes through with what I'm talking about. So it's already really cakey and setting into my clearly tired eyes. Also, the blue and purple under my eyes is coming through so much, and I don't think you can tell because of this lighting. And I will say that because, one, I'm in a blue shirt and a blue sports bra, and my eyes are very blue, and that always makes, my eyes being blue makes this blue more prominent. I do think that, I will give it that, but it is definitely coming through right now. Additionally, around here, the redness of my skin tone is coming through. It's not awful, it's not awful, I'll say that. I will say overall the coverage, like, it went on smooth and it was pretty good. It was thick, it's thick, which is why I think it's getting cakey and setting right here. So yeah, I'll check in a few hours and see if it stays the same. Honestly, if it doesn't get worse than this, I'm gonna be okay with it, and I would probably use it in like daily stuff. Not if I had a big something to go to, but just like regular, I would probably use it every time. Check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, so we are back. It's almost 5 o'clock, so it's been about 4 hours, let's say. Let's go with that. And I've gotta say, I was just on FaceTime with my parents and I don't hate it. Under my eyes is not great, I'm gonna give it that. And it's turning yellow and the blue is still coming through, but it's not the worst thing. Like, it doesn't completely, it doesn't at all just like wipe off. It's not, it doesn't feel as cakey as it did originally, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna get through this? It doesn't look the best and it doesn't feel 100%, but it's not awful. Like, if I'm in a pinch and running out, I can just quickly grab some, put it on, and feel okay about the way my skin looks. It's not great, but it hasn't changed or made it worse from when I had originally put it on. So that's kind of what I'm basing this off of, is that it's, I guess the theme here is it's not awful. I'll check back in maybe right before I eat dinner or right after I eat dinner or both, or right before I go to work, I don't know, because I mean, it hasn't done much or moved much other than turn this yellow color. Oh wow, I'm realizing that I don't want that to get worse. We are currently in my closet. Sorry, there's clothes everywhere, but I just wanted to check different lighting, and I've got to say, let me zoom in. It's just yellowy and shadowy, kind of the same. It's been a few hours since I recorded last. So yeah, I mean, is it something that I recommend you wear if you have to go somewhere nice? No. Is it $8 and works? Kind of? Sure. So that's kind of that. I was a little worried that it was going to be worse than this, and it is cakey and it is thick and yellow and discolored and it oxidized and all that stuff. Wasn't awful. I will say I'll probably go back to some Tarte, and that will be that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.